Maybe I should look into these. I'm sorry, I love this opening theme so much. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the campgrounds. We are returning to our tale of tyranny. Oh, that really rolls off the tongue. Anyway, yes, so it's been a while. I know. I'm looking forward to this so much. I've actually been chomping at the bit to get back to this game, especially considering we just left off heading into the Edict of Storms. And I want to see what the Edict of Storms looks like, because there are so many cool ideas behind this place. It is a storm of blades and metal and iron, and it just minces people that walk into it. It's not sand. I know it looks like sand from outside, but look at all of the weapons.
Strongest human den in stalwart lands is cracking, crumbling, and old.
Yeah, just look at all the weaponry and armor that's just strewn about. That's what this storm is. What an awesome idea. Okay, so we're here looking for an ancient weapon of some repute in order to grow our power level as it is, which is an actual stat. Yeah. That reminds me, I need to find another, a replacement for my armor. No? Okay. But yeah, we did also end up meeting up with someone. Ah, right. Maybe I didn't save. Ugh. Ooh, what's this? Oh wait, sorry. That's the Unraveler's gain. That's my inventory. Also, we have the Staff of Hours, which improves illusion. I'm curious to see what this thing eventually unlocks. We also had the previous shield, which I ended up giving to Lantry, because it seemed like it would fit him pretty well. The Azure Shield, which is also slowly growing in ability. What does Champion's Boon do? When activated, the Azure Shield grants a square a bonus to quickness, movement speed, and accuracy. Duration of these effects scales with the Azure Shield's renown. Okay. So I'm
Can't do that.
Quite sure how renown changes, or what changes renown. That's sort of a new idea to me. Let's see.
Spotted something with sharp eyes.
Moonstone, nice.
Can't do that.
Good old Moonstone tears. Now, what am I doing here? Oh, I missed the way up. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the cat cam. I hope no one minds. Both cats are asleep anyway. You're not going to be seeing much. She pants, rough mouth tongue lolling between her fangs. Have seen bigger storms, but not yet felt sharper wind. I've long desired the chance to see the embodiment of Cairo's wrath, though perhaps not so closely. Verse holds her ground, the storm whipping through her hair. I wonder if I could ride that storm. What do you say we find a barrel, seal it up with me inside, and see what happens out there? A moment later, she sighs. Maybe not. You step forward, but the wind repels you like a physical wall of force around the tornado's edge. The area ahead is impassable. Stay vigilant, Fatebinder. You hear that? A voice almost. Perhaps a song? You catch an odd sound in the wind. A low moan hidden within a cacophony of swirling dirt and metal debris. The clouds of dust seem to close in upon you. Within them, you see patches of glowing red. Right. We did this fight last time, but I guess I didn't save. So, obviously illusion's not going to work too well here. However... Ooh, frightened. Weighted stance doesn't really do much.
Right.
Lantry? Go ahead and erase her. I swear that sounds worse than it actually is. We could try a Skyblade.
I'll be feeling that one for a bit.
Another scar? I heard something. I heard fast.
What stance do you have?
Let them think they can hit me.
Wait, oh, you're... Okay. Switch weapons.
Fall before me!
She has very high parry, so I'm a little bit less worried about her. If we put Spectral Blur on her, she's even harder to kill.
I got it. Shadow Hunter strikes its sharpest claws.
Like, she's currently being attacked by 3 people and is surprisingly doing okay.
That's how it's done.
Hey, Lantry? Restoring touch on first. There we go. The baying are gone, their unnatural cries silenced, leaving only the tornado's violence in your ears. As the dust clouds recede, you spot a crouched figure on the wall above.
Is my vision poor, or do I spy a figure atop the wall?
A soldier kneels behind the ruined parapets. You can tell by his raiment, old stalwart gear, that he's an unbroken soldier. He peers at you with a mixture of caution and curiosity. You handle the bane well enough, but what brings you to this forsaken place? He pauses as recognition dawns in his eyes. You're the Fatebinder of Tunon, are you not? Pretty far removed from your perch in Vendrian's Well. What brings you to Sentinel's Stand? He glances to the left and right. Not the weather, I think. I've always wondered what in the air, or whether the air was cleaner atop the spires. I take it you're getting awfully familiar with them, if the word I hear from Lethian's Crossing is any indication. The air is cleaner, but also thin. Unsatisfying. Ha! Call that one curiosity scratched off the list. If you're ever in a position to offer tours, I'll be the first to sign up. Huh. People seem to keep getting on top of my spires, and I'm not sure how. I'm looking for the sword they call the Dauntless. I have heard of it, but the task sounds like a fool's errand to me. One of Stalwart's regents carried the Dauntless during the war, but either the winds or some battle swept the sword to places unknown. Hardly surprising. At their full strength, these winds can take skin from bone. He gestures to a stripped body at his feet. Come up here if you doubt it. Not a pretty sight. I would have guessed you sought the entrance to Sentinel Stand and the imprisoned northerners like Graven Ash and his ironclads. He purses his lips in thought. I guessed wrong. Unless you've come to the Blade Grave to kill the last regent and end the Edict of Storms, the Unbroken have no cause to help you. I resolved Kairos' edict in the burning library. That ought to count for something. Maybe it does at that. You're not tied to Kairos' apron strings as tightly as before, are you? Still, you strike me as one of those doing the right things for the wrong reason types, right? You read me like a book. Why are you here? I drew the short straw. He chuckles and shakes his head. The Unbroken make a habit of patrolling the outer fortress in case the storm breaks or someone happens to emerge from the keep. Oh. Twitch is dead. Yeah, I noticed that. God. Is it just the chat that's broken? I was able to keep watching on Twitch, but it looks like the actual chat is broken right now. I assume that is Nalge. Let's see, where was I? If we could find a way to cross the wind wall, we could take back Sentinel Stand and defend our country from a position of power.
Cannot cross stone to reach den. Even ironclad humans would not survive wind cutting claws.
Is that, you travel with a beastman? Janos shakes his head in bewilderment.
I'm not beastman, I'm beast woman. I'm Bulwark, the strongest human in Tearslands.
She grins, baring her blade-sharp fangs.
Grovel to kills and shadows human, and beast woman will forget, having been provoked.
Keeps connecting and disconnecting. Some channels just don't want to load. Wow. Well, I'm glad that I stream on something other than Twitch sometimes. According to this, it looks like I am connected. And we even have a couple people watching over there. But I don't know how well it's working. Hey, Twitch people. How bad is it over there? He glances to you several times, as if unsure to how to directly address the enraged beast woman. Finally, he offers a curt nod as he checks the hilt of his sword. No offense meant. Obviously. In any case, nothing ever comes out of our patrols. Something of a fool's errand, if you ask me. I'd be surprised if the storm calmed in my lifetime. No one holds a grudge like Kairos. That's true. That is very true. What about what was that about disfavored prisoners? Before the Edict of Storms hit us last year, a stalwart patrol captured a company of disfavored. I know at least some of the prisoners made it to Sentinel Stand. No one's been in contact with the keep since the edict hit. Yeah. But I have it on good authority that one of the prisoners was the daughter of Graven Ash. That old man has a daughter? Of course he does. He's still human. Which means he can still die. I'm no military strategist, but it doesn't take one to know that the Archon of War holds his troops in high esteem. The regent trapped in Sentinel Stand wouldn't execute one without trying to barter a deal. So there's at least a chance that the prisoners are still alive, don't you think? Why is the last regent so important? His friendly expression sours. The regents carry the bloodline of old stalwart's ruling family. That link, any connection to the past, really carries a lot of weight. He sniffs. Maybe even too much. Of all the younger realms, Stalwart's ruling order has always been the most resistant to internal conflict. The flippant answer is to say they're all unthinking zealots. But put yourself in their footsteps. For all they've known, the regents have staved off all foreign invasions for centuries, while every other realm in the tiers cannot boast the same. That's a damn respectable reputation, so it's hard to fault the common folk for being so devoted to their dynasties. So I assume that you are enjoying your earnings? I don't know how to say it. Now that Reinhardt is done, it's back to just normal stuff. No more bot spam in the channel. I'm sure that a lot of people will be happy about that. Although I'm happy with Reinhardt. I think it just needs more tweaking. Now that the actual basic features have been done, I can really do something with it next year. It was a good year. To make matters worse, the bloodline is tied to Cairo's Edict. As long as they live, the storms will continue to tear apart our country. And the last of the regents, he points off towards the obscurity of Stormwall, is trapped in there. I wish I knew the exact wording of the edict. I see your point. Stratus Herodin, the last regent, is hiding behind Cairo's windwall, pretending he still rules stalwart that was. First chance I get, I'm plunging my blade into his heart and ending this edict for good. Stalwart has suffered enough. Wow. I love that Cairo's edicts are a combination of curse and spell. They're a world-ending disaster that doesn't go away until the sunset clause is met, which means that even the people that once fought for the nations that they're unleashed upon might fight against them in order to end the edict. What a diabolical form of curse. So how could I find the Dauntless? You likely won't, but you aren't the only one looking for the legendary blade either. Our leader, Matthias, aimed to get his hand on the Dauntless too. We haven't seen him in some time. He takes note of the artifact in your possession, his eyes widening during the appraisal. The Silent Archive. Even in the realm full of illiterates, that's a fine piece of parchment you've got gathering creases in your pack. We have a good soldier out in Duskwatch Fort by the name of Agathon. He would likely know more about Matthias and the hunt for the Dauntless. The area around Duskwatch is crawling with Graven Ash's ironclads, so tread lightly. If you can help Agathon dispatch them, all the better. The scout tips his head and steps back from the parapet, vanishing into the obscurity of the storm. Later, dude.
Shh.
More wits, more wits. What is this? Armor? Yeah. So much stuff. More blood moss. Anything else here?
Shh.
Maybe over here?
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Sentinel Stand Keep was once a proud, imposing structure. Now it stands as a mere shadow of its former glory. Okay, we can get over here. Maybe? We'll see.
Stepping lightly.
Trying to see if there's anything that I can really do.
Sorry, I can't.
God, this...
Can't do that.
Oh, loot. What's this? Hey, Waking Death. Give you the Azure Bell. And... she's pretty tough. I mean, compared to what she used to be. Her ability to parry is second to none, and just, jeez. She's hard to kill. Hey, Bouncy Skoda. What you up to? Did you end up seeing my message to you in Discord? You have a
Sorry,
game to
I
pick out.
can't.
Stepping lightly.
Sorry, I can't.
The moat that once encircled Sentinel Stand has long since succumbed to the harsh environment. Standing water and patches of moist dirt are all that remain. Nobleman's tunic. I don't really have a particular use for that.
Sorry, I can't.
We need to get over here somehow, and I'm not sure how. Is there a way down from the wall, maybe? It doesn't appear to be.
Sorry, I can't.
Well, we can't go in here. That's for damn sure. Oh no. It's just my luck that I would run afoul of Tunon's Fatebinder. He puts 2 fingers to his lips and readies to whistle, but thinks the better of it. Say, friend, why not just let me go? These are tough times, and mercy is more valuable than gold. Fatebinder, he clears his throat. Something I could do for you. You know, the funny thing is that they don't hate me as much as they used to. Over time, we seem to have grown to appreciate each other. Damn it. I always forget about this. Hold up. How dare. Tell me what the disfavored are doing here and I might spare you. Ash ordered us to take the fort. Commander Osmios says there's a northern prisoner behind those walls. He swallows nervously, his attention darting from you to the palisade. That's all I know. I mostly focus on my orders, like a good sentry. Everything you know about Duskwatch, now. Throughout the war, the Unbroken kept this fort locked up against Kairos forces. It might not be much to look at, but the folks behind those walls are a spirited bunch. Not even a storm has broken their nerve. I know what the commander would say, that a southerner is too ignorant to wipe the grit from his eyes, but the Unbroken have been using the storm against us, and, well, you have to respect that. Okay. I will take a look at that as soon as we're done with this stream, and I will get that to you later. I'll probably have to kill him. The weathered captain lingers on you with an appraising look. You're not with the supply caravan, and you aren't Unbroken. Fair warning, I have no wish to audience another of Kairos' empty appeals to surrender. Believe it or not, I'm not here on Kairos' will. Oh, but I do. We don't need to fight. I'd like to explore alternative solutions before us. You want to what? The Unbroken captain regards you with bewilderment. After 3 years of war, my country devastated, you think you can simply open up peace negotiations? Maybe I understand the North even less than I thought I did. I'm actually just seeking the Dauntless. I'm presently between loyalties. He blinks and then smiles. So you're cut off from Kairos' brood, and you thought you'd go treasure hunting in the ruins of Stalwart. That's chilling by any standard, and I almost respect it. Unfortunately, I'm not in the habit of handling storied weapons to every warlike expatriate that happens by. The sword belongs to the Unbroken, and I doubt that a drop of Stalwart blood runs in your veins. I'm going to turn down the gain a little bit. Okay. Because I'm hearing myself peaking quite a bit. Any of us would lay down our lives to keep the Dauntless out of foreigners' hands. Janus told me that Matthias was searching for the Dauntless as well. He curses. That storm-crazy scout has been running his mouth off again. I'd be an even greater fool if I told you where Matthias has gone, so you can forget about it. I won't have you sabotaging our efforts to secure the freedom of this country. What can I do to persuade you? Get that out of your head. You have nothing I need, and I wouldn't trade any service in the world for the Dauntless. You realize I'm not with them, right? You're taking this sword business awfully seriously. You're the one who brought it up. Agathon sighs. Look, you seem nice enough. And if it weren't for everything that brought you here up to this point, yes, including the war, I'm sure we'd be fast friends. But Dauntless is a symbol of our country's strength and unity. Giving it up would be a defeat second only to losing Sentinel's stand. Whew. Thank you for the host, Mr. Skoda. I've been standing in the fringes of a tornado that kicks up, among other things, the bones of my countrymen. A harsh look isn't going to wear me down. So be it. This should be interesting.
Look at that, future corpse. Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, go ahead and give her that. Where is... Not Death from Above. Not Fury's Rage. Fury's Rush. Jesus. Also, I just realized we're still on.
They never have.
Swipe missed.
This is good stuff. Okay, I just realized that we were on fast mode this whole time. And that's not quite what I'm looking for. Not Stampede. Hey, false pit.
Don't forget this! Andre, you popsy shit! Focus! Wait for it. This'll be fun.
Let's see what falls out of you. The fuck is wrong with my weapon?
Shadow Hunter strikes with sharp claws.
Sorry, I can't.
Interesting. It was a lot easier than I was expecting, to be perfectly honest.
Moving cautiously.
Hey! Are those better than my boots? Those are better than my boots in literally every way. Skyblade Javelin. One-handed and thrown weapons. Is this better than Lantry's Quill? It is an actual javelin.
Moving cautiously.
Will rend to pieces.
We'll see if we can sneak up on someone. The supply route outlined on the map weave in and out of the disfigured terrain that was once stalwart.
I'll be your shadow.
Not seeing anything. Let's see. Stone.
Ripping with claws!
Oh, that was a big bunch of numbers. That poor bastard
They won't
didn't
see
see
me
us
coming. Quiet down!
Okay. Buff the shit out of her.
Ripping with claws! Felt nothing.
Let's see here. Did it fail?
Felt nothing.
See how many we can hit with Mischievous Mask.
Felt nothing.
There we go.
What the fuck is wrong with my weapon?
That was a really good Mischievous Mask.
I got it. Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Oh no.
I'll be your
They're
shadow.
de-aggroed. That poor bastard.
On it.
Nope, nope, nope. Follow Beast Woman's lead. Cannot. Nope.
Yeah.
I got it.
That was a lot of stabbing. Okay, Beast Woman leveled up. Oh god. Yes. Seize prey. Okay, I also did want Swift Savage Strike. Blood Spike. A 3-hit attack with a weapon that increases damage with each hit. The second hit causes foes to bleed and the third hit stuns? Yes.
On it. Quiet down!
We've got enough subterfuge now that we can just wander around, which is great. That's Captain Agathon.
Nope, nope.
On it.
I'm good, Bulwark. Always am doing as Alpha asks.
Lantry, go ahead and do a quill throw. What does quill throw do? It blinds people. Oh, it interrupts them.
As you command. I need to try a different weapon.
Ooh. Let's fix that problem, shall we? No one gets knocked down on my watch.
Will do.
Spills.
Lantry, go ahead. Did we already use her? Oh.
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and use Blood Spike on her. Oh my god, it does so much damage.
What the fuck is wrong with my weapon?
Felt nothing.
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Okay. Oh, he can engage two people at the same time. That's not good. Can we use blur?
It's time to kill.
Oh, is she? I think she's been feared.
Stalwart prevails.
Oh god, no!
I need to try
like
a different
it.
weapon.
Don't like it. Don't like it at all.
Got them in my sights.
Okay, that's another.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Not exactly imaginative, but certainly presents a good image.
From rending claws.
That wasn't that bad. Ooh. Okay.
I'm ready to go. Hunt stock proud.
Healing potions of the good quality. Hides, topaz, all of these are good. Let's just loot.
Sorry, I can't.
That was a lot easier than I expected. I think getting
Can't do
the
that.
initial boost from the good sneak attacks was really nice. Really helpful during those fights. I don't know how much it actually affected things though. Oh, that reminds me. I have new boots. New shoes. Lantry's in a good position. I think pretty much everyone's in a reasonably tanky situation. Lantry's the worst, but that's why I gave him
Can't
the
do
shield.
that.
That reminds me, Lantry, I want to check something on you. Abilities. Greater renewal, second breath, quell strike, gift of moments. Ooh. Shit, why do I not have this on my list? I need the mushrooms. The mushrooms are good to have on there. But, oh man.
I'll be your shadow.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't. Sorry, I can't.
Light leather gloves. I think these are apparent equivalent. Yeah, they're the equivalent to what I'm wearing right now. They might be better for Lantry. Ooh, they give unarmed DPS? More importantly, they give recovery, which, yeah, so they are going to be better for Lantry. Oh, I'm not wearing gloves. I didn't realize that. Huh. So do I have to use the abilities then? Is that how I trigger them? Oh. Drain strength. When did I get this? Yeah, I'm just looking around trying to figure out how to trigger item abilities. Also refuse pain. Right! This is one of the leadership abilities that I got. I think. Hold up. We're going to do some spell casting real quick. Or spell crafting. Aura. Unsettled core. Generates an aura of swirling rock around the target that continually deals crush damage to enemies. That's not what I'm looking for. I thought I had this. Did I remove this? I'm going to go ahead and change. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Oh, it's just the smaller cyclical energies one.
I got it.
I'm guessing the lore master thing that I just got was in relation to crafting a spell over 100. All I want for Christmas is the most powerful spells. Is that too much to ask?
On it.
So hold up. This staff slowing of sands dramatically slows enemies in the targeted area. These effects scale with the Staff of Hours renown. Is this it? No, that's Thrust. Stampede, Wheel of Ages. Okay then, what is... how do I trigger it? Ah, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Artifact abilities. And Lantry, you also need to have this on your board. Just in case people decide to suddenly start attacking you. As does happen. People have a personal hate boner for Lantry, it seems. Probably because he's a healer. Also a sage, but you know how it is.
Sorry, I can't.
Go ahead and put that. What is this? That's pretty good. I'm putting that helmet on. Finally, something. Oh wait, shit. I forgot that it gives me +10 to lore. Did it just unequip a bunch of lore master spells? Let's find out. Okay, good. I wonder if it just disables them. Yeah, I forgot that that takes away some lore, and I need that lore. What is this? Just a heavy leather helm. More armor. You can't use armor.
Can't do that.
So what's over here? Hello, Stone Shield Callus. The prisoner looks weary and unfocused. Are you friend or foe? Neither. He focuses his attention to a glare. Is this some trick? Are you toying with me like the other Unbroken? Because he trails off as something grabs his attention. At first, he doesn't say anything more, and then he pauses to listen. His eyes move past you as the sound of heavy footsteps grow in volume. Fatefinder! For an officer of Tunon's court, you employ an unusual brand of diplomacy. Hey, I tried, man. I tried, and he wasn't having any of it. He surveys the bodies around the fort. Quite frankly, I like it. It's a shame that our interests aren't aligned. In any case, we should have less trouble prying the stronghold from you than we did with the Unbroken. Huh. He spreads his hand in a conciliatory gesture. Stand down. I'm not giving up this fort, but we need not come to blows. A pleasing sentiment, but you're too wild for the Legion. Graven Ash needs soldiers who take their orders. He nods to the soldiers and draws his weapons. Kill the Fatefinder.
Look
Are
at
you
that.
serious?
Future course. This isn't working.
Of course it's not working. When was the last time you saw a dagger pierce armor? Okay. First of all, they have set themselves up for a perfect mischievous mass. So I'm going to do that. Looks like we've already got him doing exactly what I want him to do.
Can't catch with claws!
Try a different way.
Can we do Stampede real quick? Where's Stampede?
Weapon. Not so fast. Consider it done.
Music has decided to go into overdrive all of a sudden.
As you
Won't
command.
enjoy this as much as I do. Damn thing couldn't pierce claws. They won't even get close.
Let the land shudder and tremble.
Not really a fan of how this is happening, but we'll see how we can do, or what we can do to help.
Wait for it. This'll be fun.
Damn thing could. Pierce claws.
Why is too squirmy? Can't catch claws.
I missed. Okay, that was interesting.
What is wrong with my weapon? Sorry, I can't.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
Hey, can you do skewer real quick? She's already done skewered. Okay. She's still affected by spectral blur. I mean, we could just refresh the cooldown on it. Slowing of sands.
Damn thing couldn't pierce claws. Bleed out, you little shit.
I don't know what you want, but my disfavored brethren have fallen, and I doubt Ash can spare many legions to rescue, or on my rescue. He winces in evident pain. What would you have of me? Will you cooperate with my questioning, or must this get ugly? He winces. The Unbroken torture me, and Graven Ash's protection heals my wounds. I don't fear for my life, but I've lived to see agonies that are better forgotten. Ask your questions. Who are you, soldier? I'm just a stone shield, but I was bound to serve Graven Ash's daughter, Amelia. His voice falters. It was my pride to fight at her side, and my great shame when Stratus Herodin's forces overpowered and captured our unit. The old regent may be 10 times as stubborn as his people, but he lacks none of their might. Sounds like you neglected your duties. His glare hardens. I stood by her while many others fell around us. Just because I draw breath doesn't make me a failure. Even the great general would understand that. Amelia didn't die on the field that day. We were both taken prisoner. But I was moved here and made to suffer. Edict hit shortly after, and I assume stymied any effort to recover us. If Stratus isn't a fool, then he's keeping her alive as a hostage for some future negotiation ploy. For all we know, Amelia is dead. I doubt it myself. The Unbroken aren't such fools that they'd get rid of a valued prisoner. Besides, Amelia is made of stronger stuff. He smiles with pride. I'm searching for a blade called the Dauntless. Heard of it? He grunts. Leader of these Unbroken, Matthias, spoke of it at some length. Must have been confident in my capture, or else he would have used a lower tone. Matthias had the others convinced that some old stalwart artifact would help resist Kairos storms. He planned on using it to let the Unbroken pass the wind wall and enter Sentinel stand. He frowns. The search for the Dauntless was supposed to rally his troops around their cultural symbol, but I think they went wrong somewhere. He sent one of his best, Elia, and a team of scavengers to a place called Rust Canyons. They're digging from the remains of Stalwart's regents who fell in battle, carrying the old heirlooms of Stalwart's royal armory. You might find the sword there. You've been very helpful. You can remain here as I found you. It's a death sentence, but one I was prepared to meet with dignity. He nods and says no more. Foolish Dauntless. Okay. Oh, I leveled. Also, because I used this once. Okay, now. I guess I have to use it a bunch more. I'm not going to spend anything here. I'm just going to let it go. There was one that was just passively increases the number of spell slots granted. Was there one that increased lore, I think? Increases damage with magic staves and allows basic attacks to strike multiple times. I think I'll go with that. We'll have more than enough time to actually increase. Killing Rush. Wow. I fucked up. Wow, what? I fucked up bad, but this allows me to reflect spells, so eh. Okay, so next level we get Imbue to Element Shock. Also, Chaos Blast. Nine points taken. So if I take all three of these, then I just do lots of damage. And then I just max out Magic Staff Mastery. Well, to the Rust Canyons, I guess. Not really anywhere else we can go. We are well on our way.
I got it. By now, I'm sure the finest gear has already been picked out of the rocks.
Probably. Hello? An unbroken soldier struggles to rise to his feet, one arrow lodged in his shoulder, the other in his thigh. He attempts to stand, but his muscles are too weak for the task. Are you all right, soldier? He turns to you in bafflement, squinting across the dust-strewn expanse, recognition barely evident in his gaze. I can't recognize friend from foe in these winds. If there's any mercy in your heart, I beg you help me. Before he can continue, you both catch the sound of iron boots trudging closer. A disfavored soldier calmly approaches from the west. He regards the vulnerable southerner with a curled lip and a disapproving shake of his head. Weak and broken. Prisoners make for poor sport. Your escape was spirited, but damned foolish. He raises his sword and points it to the unbroken man's heart, poised to let it plunge and impale him to the filth-strewn ground. In one swift motion, he plunges his sword into the man's heart, pinning the fallen soldier to the rusted earth. Not my place to intervene. Let them kill each other. The disfavored soldier turns to the unbroken camp, frustration evident in his tone. Then his gaze shifts over to you, and back to the walls. Are these your allies now, Elia? Traitors and miscreants who break wars rather than win them? Theodore shakes his head. Better that you open your gates to me and preserve your dignity. You see a woman stride purposefully into view atop a platform along the wall's edge. She lifts a spear and hurls it at Theodore, cursing under her breath when it breaks against the rocks. I am so fucking tired of listening to you. Go shriek at someone else's fortress for a change, and stop trying to impress me by hunting down unarmed prisoners. Maybe the ladies of the north get shivery over your bravado, but all it tells me is that your codpiece is emptier than your skull. She takes note of you with a raised brow. I gave you a chance to surrender and be my camp slave, Elia. When I hoist you onto a pike, just remember that you had a choice. He glares at you and steps back into the obscurity of the winds. She sounds like she's had a bad day.
Seems others have tried to take the...
The unbroken captain looks down from the elevated platform, resting a heavy boot on top of an axe head buried in the wooden slats. She grips its handle as you approach. What do we have here? Her expression twists with sudden recognition. Aren't you the one who fucked over Agathon at Duskwatch? We have nothing to say to one another. Either you're Graven Ash's favorite comfort soldier, or you just like to see honest folk die. Either way, you're a pile of beast shit to me. I tried to be diplomatic, and he laughed at me. I needed to get in. The option was his. No matter what happens here, the Unbroken will take back Sentinel Stan and banish all of you northern piss troughs from the tiers. I'd rather die than see Stalwart under Cairo's sigil. You can't imagine what I'd do to avoid it. Do you truly believe you can win? I may die today, and Stalwart may remain a wasteland for another generation, but our people will remember. That memory will awaken a thirst only quenched by your overlord's blood. That hope is enough to keep me standing in defiance. Can I win? Probably not. Can Stalwart? Absolutely. I hear you're looking for artifacts. Have you found anything? Yes! Your mother's pizzle cane. Elia slaps her knee and peers down at you with a grin. You're on the wrong side of this war to be asking me anything. This camp will fall today. Surrender to me or sentence your soldiers to death. Your threat is of no consequence. I'm willing to die for our cause. I have no delusions of my importance. Whether I fall today or 10 seasons from now, our nation will live on. I already know that the disfavored are looking for artifacts of stalwart. I also know that they're searching blind. I'll take my knowledge to the grave if it keeps you out of Sentinel's stand. You can count on that. Elia whistles to her men, a warning signal of impending attack. She stares at you, silent and ready. I didn't really come to negotiate anyway. At least you're setting the right expectation, which is all that counts. Elia motions to the soldiers beneath her. Kill her. Such pointless bloodshed.
That's how it...
Let's see here.
Stop!
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do. Damn thing couldn't pierce.
Cloth. I'm aware.
Cloth. Take that! Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Oh, it's a per rest ability. Eh.
Let them think they can hit me.
I'm getting too old for this.
This is useless. I should try something else.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
There we go. How much did that skewer hit? Oh, nice.
Sorry, I can't.
I should probably have another weapon set up for heavy armor. And just swap between them. Ooh, what's this? Stalwart Great Axe. Is that better than... No, not really. It's identical, except it's missing a keyword.
On it.
Okay.
On the lookout. Right. Look at that, future corpse.
Prey is too squirmy. Cats with claws.
I'm not really a fan of the number of enemies here. There's far too many enemies. That's a bit better.
On it. Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Oh, goddammit, Lantry. Lantry might be fine. We'll see. That's the Resolute Blade. God damn it. That'll lower the armor for a bit.
Right.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
I got it. Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
I actually want her to go down. Or at least get hurt. We're gonna go ahead and blood spike this guy.
Will do.
Poor guy. Come on.
At once.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth. I got it.
Good.
Pity, you won't. Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Yes. We want her to go down so that we, because she gets bonuses for being wounded.
Good work.
Hurts bad. My blood spills. Taste own blood on tongue.
Neat. Well, we still can't get that one wound. Surprisingly hard to keep wounds on her. Nah. Okay.
Can't do that.
Ooh, what's this? Light bronze helm. It's an upgrade in almost every way. For verse. No. Hold up. There's a cat. She wants attention. Ah, heck. We'll do some kitties. Look at that. She loves the pets, but she almost never just asks for them. She's always got to start clawing at the chair to get my attention. Meow. Okay. You know what? I'm going to put that helmet on. We'll keep the fifth eyes mask because we can improve it, but yeah.
Follow quietly. Paw soft, soft, soft.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do.
They won't see me coming.
Very nice.
No dice.
What? Go stab it.
I think my wisdom is finally catching up to my age.
We need that ramp lowered. Is there another way out?
Ooh.
Not happening.
Let's see here.
At once.
Did you just fling a quill? You did just fling a quill. Okay.
I need to try a different weapon.
Damn thing couldn't pierce
I don't
cloth.
get killed while I'm gone.
I've got you now.
My God. I wonder if there's something that I could do to increase the damage on that, or give it some sort of ability to pierce armor. Because she just has so much trouble piercing armor.
On it.
On the lookout.
This almost feels unfair too, because we are very clearly over leveled for this area.
Can't do that.
Yeah, sturdy metal pole. Random question.
Nope.
Nope.
We're not.
Sorry, I can't.
Skyblade.
We'll
Sorry,
seep
I
into
can't.
shadow.
Darkstalker.
Trouble is afoot.
Okay.
You got it.
Felt nothing.
There we go. Can we do an atrophy spell on him?
I got it. Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Nice. That did a bit more damage.
What the fuck is wrong with my weapon?
Oh, you know, things.
Can run, stamp or flee, but cannot escape.
My blood.
What spells do you have? You've got Path of Frost. Over here. Oh. This isn't quite ideal, but okay. Who got polish arms used on them? That's Titan's touch. Oh.
Apologies, but I can't do that. At once. Apologies, but I can't do that.
I got it. On the lookout.
Merchant's boots. Great. Something more to sell.
Quiet down.
You already know the sigil. Okay. Fine. I guess we're going over here. Oh. Mead. No.
Sorry, I can't. Sorry, I can't.
should see if I can get some more mead. I mean,
On the
Viking's
lookout.
blood. I mean,
On it.
mead. Delicious mead.
I'm not.
Did I get the bonus?
On my command!
Felt nothing.
Can't wait to try that again.
We don't use that ability very often. I figured we might as well.
See that winch over by the bridge? Almost there. Let's make sure this fort is cleared out of hostiles.
Sorry, I can't.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and rest.
Sorry, I can't.
Sure, I'm glad Barrick's not with us. He probably wouldn't like what we're doing right now. See it as dishonorable or some such rot.
Shh.
Human demands too much from Beast Woman.
Motherless swine fucker! When I'm done with you, the flies won't have a spot to land on your wretched hide. Isn't she the best? I wish we could keep her, but she doesn't seem the type to be taken alive. You're only making this harder on yourself, Elia. Give me the artifact and I will spare you. I've heard it all before. This is only going to end one way, but that doesn't mean I'll make it easy for you. The gate slams shut, cutting you off from the unbroken captain.
We'll slaughter. Rip with claws.
This is fine. I want her to go down.
Felt nothing.
Jesus, that's a big or a big deal.
Felt nothing. Felt nothing.
Come on, go down. There we go. Bring her back
Shadow
up.
Hunter strength team.
Oh shit. Maybe I should have actually considered, you know, how we were going to get up there first.
Dies. No.
It's fine.
What the fuck is wrong with my weapon? Stalwart
Come on.
As you command.
Get her back up.
Feels
There
like
we
my
are.
blood is on fire.
Consider it done.
Wake me up when it's over.
Oh shit. Okay, I didn't want Verse to get her.
Is that ink? No, wait. It's blood. At once. I'll take care of it.
This is useless. I should try something else. This is useless. I should try something.
Killing teeth have grown longer, sharper, and tougher than before.
God damn it. Swear to God, it's really hard to make a wound stick there.
You have slaughtered all of the unbroken in Tenfort, except for Pax Alpha, who fled north in fear. It's time to hunt, Yip Yip. It's time to chase down Red Rip and Manga.
She flicks her claws and grins darkly in anticipation. I think that's the last of the garrison. The captain's done among the bodies. She's probably fled north. Yeah, we're gonna rest. Alright, let's take a bit of a look around.
Can't do that.
Lantry leveled. And so did Kills and Shadows. Nope. So we just got Bloodspike. Bloodspike, yes. Then there's Adaptation to Shock and Frost. Lantry also leveled, so he gets another ability. Now this... Okay, this only has a cooldown of 1 minute. Passage of Hours. Lantry surrounds the target in a bubble of slowed time, slowing their actions and movement speeds. Ooh. The other thing is that I kind of want to see what these do. I think that this is... Yeah, just additional spells. I kind of like his quill, to be honest. Lantry surrounds this. We're leveling up so fast too that I'm kind of wondering exactly how many of these we'll get. Oh, do I have any more missives? Hold up. Also, Spire upgrades. I didn't realize that the forge finished. Yay, we have no money. Which means I've got to find some crowns before the next time that I rest. Do in 5 days. Okay, we've got plenty of time. Or not crowns, rings. No, we don't have any more missives. Oh! I never sent this. I thought that I had. Whoops. Hey, Verse, your ability to cast spells is low, but still, you can cast spells. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Oop. Nope, that's not right. All right. How you doing, everyone? Welcome back.
Have a look here. On the lookout.
I imagine that we might be in for a boss fight in a second here. We're just gonna sneak around.
On the lookout.
We have much better stealth than they do.
Look with keen eyes.
Honestly, the funny thing is, I didn't even really level subterfuge. It just kind of got that high because of my own tendencies. And I like that this game, or that happens in these games. Like my subterfuge is 70. I never leveled subterfuge in this character. I leveled it for verse and kills and shadows, but that's just because they kind of need them to function. But so far, everyone's kind of ooh.
Anything for Alpha to kill some shadow.
Admit that from the record.
Sure. Polish arms on her.
At once.
Need something that can break through armor. Oh, he's dead.
Will do.
Beast woman is fast silent. Best. Maybe I've found something. Or maybe I've not.
Yes.
It amuses me that her method of disarming a trap is smash trap. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and go over and skewer them. And Lantry, while that's happening, I want you to polish her. Oh. Oh, it's still on cooldown.
I'm on it.
Is she still affected by it? No.
Let's
Let's turn on fast mode. They can't win this fight. They can certainly try, but it's not gonna happen.
I'll tear your skeleton out.
Alright. Another Skyblade Javelin.
On the lookout.
It's your time. Weapon with claws!
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
There was some amount of fire that just happened.
Humans did not see Beast Woman's miss.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Cool. So we're starting to get to the point where I don't actually have to micromanage everything quite so heavily, but the hard fights are probably still going to be micromanage heavy.
Will do.
I'm not here to make friends.
Cool. Those boots any good? We'll take them, but none of them are really what we're looking for.
Sorry, I can't.
I can just sell them. Hey, is this a back way in?
I'll be your shadow.
Hello. These guys aren't immediately hostile. Hold! The soldiers, weary from lack of nourishment, scramble to draw weapons and snap to attention as the apparent leader steps forward to address you. I don't recognize you. Are you with the Unbroken? I don't know who you are, but I've come to water the parched soil. Without a word, the soldiers leap to attack.
More talent.
Not really the most diplomatic
I need to
individual.
try it.
Felt nothing.
Crap.
Oh, you're not going anywhere.
No, but they're also not really fighting back.
My blood spills.
Fall before me.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Hey, let's
Fuck
fight.
is wrong with my weapon?
Next time.
On it.
So, my question for everyone here is... Ooh. Ooh. This needle-sharp dagger twitches as if longing to sate a hunger for blood. Ooh. Elsa, what are you doing? Are you being super cute up there? Elsa's being super cute up there. Like she wants to play. Hold up. Opportunities like this don't come around very often. Yeah. Look at her being super cute. Oh wait, you guys can't. Really hard to show her up there. The light level's not exactly great. Well, I'll let her take a nap. She was being bundled around.
Quiet down!
I think she's, what, 5 now? You're 5 right now, Elsa? You're very close. Or she was very close to 5 before. Oh, this is a big thing. Okay, so it's a bonus over Broken Maw. And Broken Maw has Jagged anyway, so Broken Maw is the one that I don't want. Wait, what is Harm's Way's Praying? Plus 1% bonus damage for every 1% missing health. That's really good on Verse. Considering the Verse doesn't actually take that much damage. So
He's fast,
he
silent.
just takes big hits
Best
instead.
hunter.
I can't.
That was well worth coming back there for.
Can't do that.
Okay. Ooh, what's over here? The equipment of both disfavored and unbroken soldiers are embedded in these jagged rocks. The destruction of... God damn it. The destruction of Cairo's edict does not distinguish ally from enemy. Once again, I really, really wish that those lasted at least twice as long, so that people could read them without having to click them again.
See that? We should take a closer look.
We should disarm... Fuck. That did 102 damage and barely did anything to her. Wow. You got a hairball, kills and shadows. Sorry, just that made me laugh a lot. Oh, that was hilarious.
Feel good.
I seem to be unwell.
You doing okay? Got poisoned. Okay. Polish weapons.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, that is totally worth the Polish weapons. Does tons of damage once her weapons get polished. In fact, you know what? I'm immediately going to put polished weapons on my other character. Let's see, spellcrafting. This. So what does this do exactly? Oh, indeed, no one in my party can relearn the spell or learn the spell. Wow. Oh. Are we good? No more combat. Okay. So what I'm wondering at this point is, oh, it's because of the hat. Dude. The hat gives me a lore bonus. What does this do? Oh, okay, they increase the chance of graze to hit. Okay, and strength just increases that as well. I think I'm going to go ahead. Is there any way that I can just destroy armor? I can destroy might and vitality with atrophy. Or of decay, -1 armor, all stolen for... That's a way to destroy armor. I think I'll go with that.
Will do.
I'm gonna go ahead and save. Like, make a new save, a real good save. A trustworthy save. Okay, there's the junkyard over there. She went north, but I don't know where else she could have gone. What is this? Hey, Mr. Nerd. Oh, I don't know. Just we're doing a lot of stabbing right now. Combat is rising as it turns out that not being on anyone's side means that everyone likes to attack you. Who would have thought? A petrified grand stab? Control stone.
Quiet down!
Why are the disfavored here?
Can't do that.
Okay. Well, I guess they're here because they wanted the fort. Love the tyrannical rule. There's definitely a lot of tyranny going on right about now, as it seems like no one wants to be my friend. How you doing, squad car? No one wants to be friends with Newt. That's pretty good. I'm a spellcaster, so the extra armor from these boots doesn't really help me that much.
Right.
Actually slows me down. You know, I just noticed something. It would appear you are not friends with the Archon of Law or whoever they were. I'm sort of friends with them. Okay. Everyone on the Twitch side, I have an apology to make. It would appear that Restream has not been correctly forwarding all of the messages from Twitch to my chat, which means that I've been missing out on a lot of people. And I really apologize to everyone. So, hello, Sora Dominique, and Final Countdown, and now NB. NB's not really here, though. He's and also, if I can swing Horizon Zero Dawn for you. Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, seriously, holy crap. I just realized that this was happening, and I'm really annoyed at this. Because that means that the entire Restream had one job, and that was to collect the chat of both sides in one location. And clearly it's not doing that. So, what the fuck, Restream? What the fuck? Jesus, man. Can I, though? I don't have the tools to become an actual streaming platform. Now I need to look into why this is happening, because this is a fatal. This is literally fatal for stream if this happens again. Because I don't get to see or interact with anyone else who's actually coming to see me, and just like, what? How is that supposed to function?
Can't do that.
Oh look, there's some iron walker and some stone shields. Oh, look at that. Hello! Hello, shield! You're going in my bag to be sold later, so that I can keep my spires running. I don't exactly know why my spires need money to run, but sure. I guess I gotta pay
Slow
the people,
down.
right?
Let's take a closer
There,
look.
in the pit. Probably prisoners.
Hi! I might be interested in looking into that.
Sorry, I can't.
So can I talk to
Can't
these
do that.
No,
Can't
I
do
can't
that.
really. Oh, there we go. You there! A voice cries from within the pit. Dead soldiers, skewered on spears, litter the pit while a few survivors clamor for air. The unbroken dogs left us here to bleed and rot. Help us, please! We have information. Valuable information known only to the disfavored. Give us freedom and we'll tell you what we know. One of those spears looks loose. Uproot it and I'll use it to pull you out. The soldier falls to their knees, and when they are finally out of the pit and sigh with relief, I thought we'd never see the outside of that pit. Here, take this key. We acquired it from scavengers, and there's some stash north of here. When we tortured him, he said something about a pile of rocks near a banner. The healthiest of the prisoners help the weaker men to their feet, and the group begins its march back to camp. Man, I wonder what people think of me. Murdering them at one moment and then helping them out the next. What must they think? It all comes down to whether people are actually attacking me without a chance to, decide against it. They didn't want to attack me, so I let them live. Then there are the people of this fort. They didn't give me an option, so I killed them. Maybe all we need is just a few more options. Wait, those bracers. I want those bracers. Yes. So, here's my question to everyone in Twitch chat. Now that I'm actually reading the Twitch chat. Who's still here? Like, I don't even know, man. The whole restream just completely cutting out Twitch, but showing me all of the YouTube stuff is really pissing me off.
Quiet down!
The lieutenant holds up his sword and squints through the obscurity of the high winds. Who goes there? Oh, it's you, Fatebinder. I wish you didn't have to witness that crude exchange before. Elia and her lot have caused me no lack of trouble. He frowns and tightens his grip on his sword. Normally I would welcome a servant of the court, but Ash told me to keep an eye out for traitors stepping on our territory. Rust Canyon is ours, and we will shatter the so-called Unbroken for the glory of the General. If you intend to get in the way, then by Ash's commands, I'll have no choice but to end you. Hmm. I'm tempted to send people off. How certain are you that we can't come to agreeable terms? Very certain. Maybe Tunon is willing to overlook your indiscretions, even your slight at Vendrian's well. But Ash is not so forgiving. He smiles, and you notice for the first time how wind-blown grit from the Edict of Storms has darkened his teeth. No need for your best soldiers to sacrifice themselves on my account. I'm only interested in taking your head. I don't know what you think you're buying with those honeyed words, but I can guarantee you that it isn't worth the effort. He turns to his unit with a humored smirk. One of the soldiers blanches in terror. He quickly glances to the others in his unit, his stance wavering with indecision. He clears his throat with a gentle cough and then bolts away from the conflict to come. Bye. You better run faster than the Legion. We'll find you, traitor. That's assuming there's anything left for you to be sending. That was terrible. I'm sorry. That's assuming that I leave you alive. That's better. He turns red with sudden fury, spittle flying as he barks orders. Men, to arms! Kill the Fatebinder and hold this position!
Heads up, we have company.
Blood spike him real quick. Actually, no, don't Skyblade. Blood spike. Nope. Can we not blood spike? Let's blood spike. Kills in Shadow is disarmed.
We're not.
Whatever. At least Kills in Shadow can function while disarmed. Unlike certain others. Please.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
This isn't working.
No one can engage her. Woo! Okay, now you can blood spike him.
You got 5 fingers.
Okay, let's see. First off, go ahead and polish her weaponry. And then you go ahead and... Can we mischievous mask? Oh, we can certainly mischievous mask.
Nothing.
Guess that his favored aren't as unwavering as they expected.
This is useless. I should try something else.
Okay, so she's about to go down. Lantry, I want you... Let's see.
Stone blood on top. No prey has become predator.
Jesus, Lantry. Okay, Lantry's disappeared for a bit. If we false pit, we should be able to keep them down. Jesus. Can you stop knocking us prone? Damn it, I used to have a spell for that.
I need to try a different weapon.
Okay, go ahead and get her up. Fantastic.
Wake me up when it's over.
I could have let her, or I could have gotten her up, I guess. I wasn't paying enough attention to keep her alive. She's currently got a bunch of buffs. From within the cage, a beaten and weary figure whispers to you, "Are we free to go?" You're free to go, but the other scavengers have been routed. I suggest you leave the area. At last! One of them sighs as the prisoners crowd the exit. I thought for sure we'd be shipped off to Candle Mountains, another says as he files out of the cage. As the prisoners turn to leave, the last one grabs your hand and says, "Thank you, stranger. Were it not for you, I shudder to think what they would have done to us." Oh, that's all very well and good. Just make sure I don't catch you afterwards. Hold up, I'm gonna try something real quick. Might have to close the chat. Hey Malarth, are you still around? Can you say something in the chat real quick? Well, this is entirely worthless. We murdered a lot of people, but in the end, it didn't really matter. We got no information. Follow their path north.
Right.
Is there nothing up here?
Can't do that.
Nope. None of that. Oh, what's this over here? Move aside the rocks and see what has been stored underneath. Ooh. Oh ho ho ho. This hammer is dirty and unkempt, but neither quality diminishes its rugged usefulness. Without any added flair or arcane significance, this hammer simply knocks cold what it doesn't kill. Its head is darkened with a mixture of rust and bone fragments ingrained with the metal. Ooh. I like this.
Can't do that.
Ah! Okay, that's what I was missing. The captain shouts to her remaining troops. We can take these ironclads. If they're as dense and clueless as their Archon, they should fall like splintered masts. Catching sight of you, Elia calls out to her soldiers once more. Reinforcements approaching! Fatebinder, I'll make a point of gutting you after I've taken care of this one. The disfavored commander levels his gaze at Elia with murderous intensity. Yeah, they really don't like me. Never thought I'd live to see Kairos forces leaping and snarling at each other. Do you fight this way in the north, or do you only lose control during important battles? Don't act like the south has its shit in order. We were slaughtering dynasties for strips of land long before Kairos showed up. My men are ready to die, and we're only too happy to take down as many of you as possible. Her lips press together in a determined smile. I have a spear destined for your right eye whenever you feel like embracing the void. Are you having fun yet, Vers? Are you kidding? This is more fun than skinning beastmen in the winter. I should have joined your gang years ago. If you two are done edging each other to exhaustion, some of us are fighting a war here. She lunges to attack.
Look at that, future corpse.
I might do that.
Let's do it.
I might do all that. Go ahead and put that on her. And me.
I'm sorry about that.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth. I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass. Right. This isn't working.
What isn't working, you say?
On it.
Dodging straight from rending claws!
Lantry? Get up there. Let's see here.
Nothing.
Pulse pit, please. Just keep casting pulse pits.
I think my wisdom is finally catching up to my...
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth. Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
I don't know who this person is, but she's here, I guess.
Got you now. I did not see that coming.
I've had far worse.
They never had a chance. Take that!
Oh. There's another bridge.
Right.
I'm getting too old for this.
Shadowhunter strikes with the sharpest claws.
This weapon is entirely...
My blood spills.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
I'm still alive? Shit, that wasn't part of the plan. The unbroken captain grunts and squints up at you through a haze of pain. I'm not telling you anything. My secrets, they come with me to the grave. There's a lot of interesting scrap metal lying around Rust Canyons, my unbroken lady. If you're not feeling talkative, makeshift weapons can be more fun than the real thing. Just kill me and be done with it. She levels her gaze with you. We both know I won't bow to torture. You're only wasting your time. You have nothing left to lose, but I can still ensure that Stalwart finds peace under Kairos. Oh, fuck that. The men and women here with me would rather go down fighting than accept your overlord's tarnished definition of peace. She sighs and casts her gaze beyond you. I suppose that you being here means we all opted for death. I don't care about your convictions or your country. That makes me more dangerous than you. She squeezes her eyes shut. You always imagine you can stand up to this kind of pressure until it's right there in front of you. I believe you're ruthless enough to keep that promise. Damn you, I'll talk. Now that was some impressive work. My policy has always been to kill folks and hope their orders were written on their palm, but you've got a knack for getting people talking. What do you want to know? Don't expect me to hold these wounds closed. You're on borrowed time. How do I get to the local spire? There's no direct road, but the breach in the old walls is said to lead to the ocean spire's floor. If you're dead set on making the journey, you'll come across worse foes than the Unbroken. And who leads the Unbroken? Matthias was our captain during the war, but in Stalwart to come, I would see him take on a higher authority. She sighs and looks up at the darkened sky. Looks like those brighter days aren't for the likes of me. Last I heard, he was rounding up men in Trapper's Junction, but that was some time ago. He was due to leave by now. He was looking for Dauntless, the sword of unbroken champions. He thought he could rally us. Or he thought that could rally us, give us hope. She laughs bitterly. And you're looking for that artifact? Aye. And we've been searching for some time. She glances around with evident exhaustion. A fool's errand, perhaps. Suppose I'll never know for sure. We were hunting for the remains of Regent Aspason. Before the war, he carried the steadfast insignia, a cloak pin that was passed down the line of the first regents. Her eyes twinkle as she says the name. Remembering herself, Elia grimaces and looks at you with loathing. What did you learn about the regent? We were looking for the body of the first Regent Aspason, who was presumed dead during the war. Instead, we found records of his past movements. The final word on the matter is that he journeyed to the breach in the old walls and never returned. She frowns to herself. Not sure what he was doing in there, unless he wanted to unleash the Bane against the disfavored somehow. Dumb shit. Nice. We sent a small team led by one of our best, Grigos, to investigate. Like as not, the steadfast insignia is there, in the breach. She spits. May you never find it. And what is it? It's a cloak pin worn by the first regent. Supposed to help you stand tall against... She lurches in pain and coughs up a glob of phlegm. Shit. Stand tall against shitty odds. I don't know if it works. And I can't think of any odds shitter than the wind wall around Sentinel Stand. What do you know about Ash's daughter, Amelia? Who? The captain coughs in her sleeve and shakes her head. I'm not in the business of breaking up families. That's Kairos' domain. And how did this form? She attempts a meager shrug. We've been a little preoccupied with you northern fuckers to waste our time patrolling the length of the country, so you'll excuse me if I'm shady on the details. My best guess? Either the Edict of Storms blasted a hole in the ancient stone or something blasted its way out. Does either option help you sleep better at night? I thought not. You have anything else you want to tell me? I have nothing more to say. You've bled me dry. She hesitates and forces herself to focus back on you. Are you going to leave me be or what? Look at the skies, Elia. I think the storm is clearing. She isn't fooled by the distraction, but she looks beyond you with gratitude. She takes the opening. You take the opening to drive a blade through her chest to pierce her heart. She doesn't make a sound. Interesting. The raiment of an elite stalwart captain has been decked with spikes that intimidate combatants against getting too close. That's heavy armor, right? Yeah, it's heavy armor. None of us can really use it very well. This map, found on Elia's corpse, charts the unbroken patrol routes. There are notes and amendments that change the schedule based on accurate intelligence of disfavored patrols. Further commentary suggests that this information was obtained from a point of contact in the Scarlet Chorus. That is interesting.
At your service, Fatebinder. What do you need?
Tireless Protector. Plus 5% health while has wounds every 6 seconds. Shame that's a shield. Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Hunt, stalk, prowl.
She is raring to go. All right. Attention! A band of unbroken warriors rouse into position as their leader stands alert to your presence. I'd ask if you're a friend or foe to the Unbroken, but we have no friends in these parts. State your business or be gone. I have no time to suffer the whims of wandering fools. I want to finish this expedition and get out of here before we end up as fodder for the Bane. I'm just here to collect some artifacts. I'm not trying to get in your way. You're a bigger fool than I could have credited if you think I'd allow you to plumb the old walls to rob us of our stalwart's heritage. He sneers and shakes his head at you. As much as I like the idea of your ravaged corpse decorating those halls, I'm not in the habit of taking chances. So let's not pretend you're going to do anything other than what we're going to do. He signals to his men and draws his weapons. For stalwart!
Look at that, future corpse.
Damn straight. Okay. Actually.
I think that one hit bone. Come back here and die.
Okay.
Oh, you're not going anywhere.
Wait for it. This'll be fun.
Can't catch with claws.
Idiot, you enjoy this as much as I do.
Verse, you're taking a bit too much damage here. I think she's in dodge stance right now, too. Cool.
Fall before me.
Am I next? The sage points his quill at the unbroken corpses, biting his lip as he finishes the final scribblings of a note. I was not trying to eavesdrop on your scuffle, but now that I've witnessed it, duty obliges that I record it. He rolls a sheet of parchment into a thick tube on his hand. Come and silence the record if you must, but I warn you, the sages have long written memories. I already know you as the quencher of flames and stamper of embers, though I take it the burning library was only one chapter of your legacy. Incidentally, how was the old citadel? Don't answer that. I like this. What is it about the sages that I like so much? Each time I see one, it's always a fun trip. Also, I'm going to test something real quick. I may be developing a bit of a stutter. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. That's annoying. The restream chat isn't showing up. Maybe I need to log in again? Whatever. The bot chats are still showing up, so it's not really that much of a problem. It's just annoying because all the chats aren't in one location. The name is Newt, Chaos Child. Be sure to include that detail. Several times. The long feather plume of his quill dances the tune of the sage's furious scrawl. Oh, yes, yes. You can be sure I will account for as much as I can get down. But do make note that I did not start the fight. I merely ended it. His face reddens with a smile as he furiously amends his parchment. Noted! And how may this humble servant of letters be of assistance? He runs his fingers through his hair, resting his quill behind his ear. I understand that we both seek items within yonder old walls. What are the sages doing here with the Unbroken? Let us say we are sympathetic to each other's causes. He clears his throat. It also helps that we're both interested in the arcana of yesteryear. The Regent's artifacts are supposed to be fascinating specimens, and no sage would, in good conscience, refuse an opportunity to study. Tell me about yourself, then, Hieronymus. I am Hieronymus, journeyman of the School of Ink and Quill. I scribed under Gaver's crane, and 17 tomes are bound by my hand. He coughs, his gaze at his feet. All other details are just vanity. I am more accustomed to studying others than extolling my own facts. I'm looking for the steadfast insignia. Tell me what you know. Artifacts are a fascinating business, are they not? And Stalwart's decorated military history yields so much intrigue around them. The steadfast insignia was predominantly displayed in every unbroken battle where Regent Aspeson fought. Over the years, it became something of a rallying marker, and its presence alone accounted for many notable victories. Hieronymus shakes his head with a sigh, gesturing towards the massive stone horizon of the old walls. It lies within, but no good discovery is without its pitfalls. He points towards a wide breach in the nearby section of the ancient stone facade. The Unbroken and I were attempting to recover a few relics of interest from the old walls, but a swarm of scourges put a halt to that plane. Plane, yes. Indeed, what a plane. Though you do see those risks from time to time. When I was studying at the library, a senior scribe told me to clear out the rats of the cellar. Some of them accursed things had knotted up their tails, and he trails off, shuddering. Let's just say what happened there was almost as bad. We recovered a torch key during our ill-fated first attempt to reach the old walls. I have seen fashioned stones like it before, but what we didn't know about them would fill a library. Hieronymus points with a shaky finger. Unfortunately, when we were attacked, we got separated from Gregos' men, and one of the soldiers still had the torch key. His corpse does, to be exact. Where is the soldier's body? Just southeast of the breach. Take care, those beasts may still be on the hunt. And what does the torch key do? It appears to be part of a lock and key system within the old walls. If only we could replicate such crafts on as grand a scale as the builders of this place. He shakes himself from reverie. In any event, you'll need the torch key if you want to scour the ruins below. And what are the next steps? Once you get to the torch key, you'll be able to venture past the first chamber. He pauses for a moment. Of course, given our aborted efforts, you can understand why I'd be hesitant to re-enter the old walls. My scribe, Javala, didn't survive the trip. The poor girl. He cuts off his speech to eye you with interest. I don't mean to pry, but is that the storied shield of azure you have there? Let the ravaging bane hurl themselves against that beauty. I hope that the silent archive has granted you the wisdom to navigate the old walls with care. Such places are riddled with pitfalls and traps that can best even the most seasoned adventurer. I'll answer any questions you have, though you're apt to tell me more of interest than the other way around, I'm sure. What of the steadfast insignia? It's just a simple trinket to the untrained eye. But every first regent since the Unbroken earned that name wore the badge into battle. Stalwart folk are even more famous for standing their ground, and the steadfast insignia embodies their immovable nature. The wearer can resist any change, push or shove. He smiles, pointing to the ground where heavy footprints are visible under layers of rust and sand. The layers of rust let you judge the age of footprints here in the Blade Grave. And these tracks heading into the old walls date back to the opening days of Cairo's storm. My working hypothesis is that the only person with her feet on the ground during the peak of the storm would be the bearer of the steadfast insignia. Hieronymus aims his finger along the footprints in rust until he's pointed at the old walls. But I suppose we don't know for certain until we look. What can you tell me about the old walls? Hieronymus' eyes widened. I could speak volumes, honorable Fatebinder, but I will summarize. The old walls predated settlements of the Tiers. The passageways crisscross the landscape, but most good folk steer clear. Cairo's law forbids entry, which hasn't always been a problem for us, but even we saw the good sense to stay out. Explorers have found old artwork, funerary remains, I always hate that word, and other relics of a civilization predating our own. Engwithans? Hieronymus lets out a long sigh as he looks at the towering wall behind him. But most find a quick death in the old walls, as the current inhabitants are inhuman predators, creatures of arcane power that appear to travel on the mists. What are you seeking in the old walls? My research suggests that within these nearby old walls are a set of stones carved with ancient script. For lack of a better term, I call them stones of elucidation. His hands dart to his satchel, producing a hand-drawn sketch of an ordinary circle. I know this sketch doesn't capture the wonder, and frankly, we don't really know what they do. We have found spheres of identical size, but differing glyphs in over a dozen different regions of the old walls. As we find more of these stones, we can compare commonalities and sigils. With a large enough collection to study, we hope to crack the language of the old walls. Who can guess what we might learn? Hieronymus blushes. It's been a slow process. Constructing dead languages without living witnesses is singularly frustrating. Oh, I know. It is a tall request, but I doubt Tunon selects fools for Fatebinders. I could use someone with your mettle to brave the old walls. What's in it for me? For you? He looks askance, his chin resting in ink-stained hands. A fair mention in the Chronicle is reward enough. He looks at you blankly. That's it. I thought you were going to shake me down for my last copper ring. He tilts his head to the side and looks you up and down. I don't make a point to modify the record, but help me out and I'll aggrandize your role in my telling of the deeds. I'll consider it. I'm mostly looking for power and fame. This definitely qualifies. What should I expect inside? The worst? He looks at you with a puzzled smile, his mouth moving in several half-starts. The old walls are filled with arcane beasts that attack erratically and with little warning. My colleagues can only speculate on what they are, or what possible sustenance, if any, they find in the old walls. That said, if you see one, it would be unwise to approach it and ask clarifying questions. Her crimson eyes darken with a heat, with a predatory bloodlust. Can you deliver a message for me? Not currently. His arm instinctively lifts up, his gloved hands raised slightly above his ear, arm crooked to create a landing surface for a bird. He looks skyward, blinking as he searches the clouds for several long moments. My sunder dove is carrying another missive at the moment. When she's returned, there may be room on her window for a note or two. Interesting. Ooh. Causes distant impact spells to travel through their targets in a piercing line. Accent that causes material force and guarded form spells to now only affect you but become more powerful and last longer. Accent that reduces the area of chaotic descent spells but increases the number of projectiles they conjure. Huh. Damn it. Chaotic descent spells? We've got a lot of minor. Material force and guarded form spells to now only affect you. See, I don't really get what this does. Expression used to create a spell that affects all targets within a circular area. Arctic ground. Oh, wait. Hold up. That's too much for Lantry. Lantry's good, but he's not that good. Giant boulder. I will admit that's a fun looking one. That's 85. That's way too much. God damn it.
Can't do that.
Okay, I'm going to take another break. Grab something to eat, and we'll be back in a moment.